Hello, in this video we'll discuss about this super intelligent mode called as agent mode. So GitHub Copilot is a type of an AI agent. So we'll come to know about AI agent in this video. We'll try to explore this and I'll tell you the difference between these three modes that are there in GitHub Copilot: chat, edit and agent, and how agent can help you. So let's begin. So I have downloaded VS Code, right, which is one of the IDE, and I have created a folder called as Playwright with Agent. And if you can see down below, there are three modes that are there here. So we'll discuss this agent mode, the third one that was coming here, right? If I just click here, you will see three modes are coming: agent, ask and edit, and we'll understand that how agent is different than these two. I'll try to give the same prompt to all of them, right? If none of this is making sense, right? So we are discussing GitHub Copilot. If you are seeing this video for the first time, so you can install VS Code and then install these two extensions, GitHub Copilot and Copilot Chat. And then you can go to the GitHub page, which is this page, github.com/copilot. Copilot offers free 2000 chat completions in a month, so you can use AI for free. And still, if you're not able to understand, this is my site, gauravkhurana.in, and you can click on this start learning now. Go to AI and then you will see this second option. So I have talked about all of this, how you can install setup. It's quite simple. It will not take much time. All of these videos are smaller in length, and you can go to this 9th video as well to understand what is GitHub Copilot Edit. Right here we'll discuss the agent mode. So after all this, what we have to do is we will open Visual Studio Code. You see there is Playwright with Agent. I have created this. You can create a Selenium with Agent or whatever name you want to give, and then click on this button, click on Open Chat. So a chat will open. So what is the difference between the three? So let me write a prompt called as write a Playwright program, write a Playwright program to open my site gauravkhurana.in and run the test. Right, so I have written a very basic prompt that I want a Playwright program, and I did not mention any programming language. I have only used with .NET. I have not used with TypeScript, right? So if I ask this same question to the ask part of it, right, let's say what is the output it gives. So generally the difference is ask will only give you the answer, right? So for example, that just like ChatGPT does not do something on your behalf. It suggests you things, right? For example, here it is suggesting that I should create a package.json file, right? That was not a good prompt because I did not mention which programming language I want, right? So it has assumed that I wanted it in TypeScript or JavaScript, right? So it has given me suggestion that, okay, firstly you have to create package.json file where I can put dependencies, right? And then it has created a Playwright configuration and then main test file, right? So if you are not familiar with stuff, you can first check this out so that you can understand stuff, because agent mode goes very fast, right? Let's see what happens when we do the same thing. So it has given all these suggestions, right? So if I ask this same thing in the agent mode and clicking on this option, you can see your previous chat history, right? So I'll just copy this prompt and will paste this in the edit mode now, right? So the difference is edit mode has the capability to do stuff. That means it can create a file, right? If you see now, there is a file that automatically came here in my VS Code, right? It has done some basic configuration. It has written a test, right? It has added a JSON file, and I'm just getting an option to click on this keep, right? So if I do a keep, and then what will happen is that if you see that it has already created. So let's see what it has done. It has similarly created a configuration file to run on Chrome, Firefox, Safari, right? It has created a JSON file and a test file, the basic code that it goes to my site, it waits for the network to be idle, right? And it checks that whether the title is having this basic and I am having some page and all, right? So now let's see that what agent mode can do, right? So let me go to the agent mode. I'll come to it, I'll explain it what it is, right? And let me clean off this folder, right? So that I don't want, I think everything should be from scratch, right? So I have deleted all these things, and let me close also so that they vanish from here. Now we are again blank, and I'll ask the same question to agent mode. And if you notice in my prompt, I have written run the test, but if you have noticed, it has not run the test. Like ask mode, it just created it, suggested it, sorry. Edit mode has just created the files now, but nobody has run it, right? So let's see whether agent mode can run it, or if something different it can do. I'll share the diagram also, that how it works and all, right? How the agent mode is different than the other ones, right? So some of the things would remain common, right? Because we have the LLM at the back end, which is being called, which is doing the basic stuff, right? Contacting with the large language model and getting the stuff, what should be done in that case. So again, it has created these two files. There is a test folder that has been created, right? Let's see that is if it's able to run the test. As of now, it has not run the test, right? Okay, now we have the test file as well. So here we are seeing that there are more than one test that has been created, right? So there you get an extra thing, that edit mode just try to do whatever is there, or it just do the basic things that are there. Right now, if you see that I am getting a command to run, right? What it means is that this agent mode is able to interact with various part of the system, right? So it is able to give a command here in the terminal, though it asked my permission, but it is able to interact with this, right? So it has run the npm install command. What will happen is whatever packages we have mentioned, that will get installed. Right now it is also installing Playwright as well. Right, so let's say I don't have any idea about what Playwright. Actually, I don't have, compared to like with TypeScript, I know only with .NET, right? It is telling me some commands that, okay, it has run npm install, npx playwright install, and then npx, right? So in the ask mode, you can ask question. For example, I want to understand between the difference between npm and npx, that I can ask in the that mode, right? So when you want to understand stuff, go in the ask mode. When you want to edit some particular files you are aware about, you want to do certain things in this, right, within the VS Code or your particular thing, then you should be able, then you should use edit mode. But if you want somebody to do stuff independently, just asking your permissions, right? And asking your permission, in my opinion, is a good thing for now. When you are learning, right, when you want to understand stuff, it is explaining step by step, okay, what it did, right? For example, it has installed it. Now it's trying to run the test, and if there is a failure, it will try to do different stuff. I think here there is a failure that might have come, right? Because if you see here, checked background terminal output, right? If you see now, the tests are running, right? Within few seconds, I am able to run my test. All of this various things are created here, right? If you see, there are different tests, example test 1, right, test 2 and test 3, test 4. So total 4 tests are created for my website, right? Should load the home page successfully is the first test. Then it should have a proper structure, right? And yeah, should be responsive and load quickly. And it has taken some screenshots and all, right? If you see, some screenshots are coming, which I have not even asked for, right? It is telling there are 26 links, total headings are 17, 3, right? All of this is good information. And I think it is running, if you see here, 7 out of 12 tests are there. So let it complete. So meanwhile the tests are running, let's understand this. What happens is Copilot is sitting in your as an extension, right, that we installed in the starting. Right, so user either gives a prompt on the right side, right? There are four different ways which I have explained in the previous video, or they can just give a command like fix to fix something, right? Doc to generate documentation, right? And also to generate any unit test cases, they can give test, right? So there are so many annotations, and you can get your code even reviewed by it by mentioning this changes that I have covered in the previous video. Right, so what was happening earlier is you used to ask a question, it goes to LLM, and LLM used to give an output, right? Just like it happens in the chat GPT, right? It checks, give your input as a prompt and get you the response, right? And Copilot has the context as well. The context is coming from whether you are using Windows, Mac or Linux machines, right? Based on that, things will change a little bit. For example, Windows might use backslash for paths, Linux might use a forward slash, right? And what happened with GHCP edit is that it was able to play with your workspace. Workspace is just like the folder that I created, right? It has the capability to read file and write file. So that much was given to it. But now with the agent mode, it has become super intelligent, right? That's why we have AI agents. So what agent can do is it can interact outside of VS Code, right? Outside of this workspace. So let's say there is a terminal and I want to delete a file or create a new file, right? So all of that is able to happen. Just now, like we saw that in agent mode, we ran our Playwright test. It needed a tool, right? So that tool connection is given now, and it can not only interact with SQL, it can interact with SQL and so many other tools that we might discuss in the other videos, right? And if you see, the tests are now over, that's why our report is open, right? So if you see that all of my tests have passed in Chromium and some are passed in WebKit as well, but all of them failed in Firefox. So I can investigate that why they have failed, right? So that's a good part about Playwright, is that it has inbuilt all of it, right? It has even given me the video over here, right? It has stored the video and I can see that what is the error context. It has opened a markdown file, right? It has created. So there is a command given, navigate to this blank page. I'll check it out that why we have given this command, that we are navigating to blank instead of this site, right? So that's how in a short time we are able to run a test, even generate a report by just giving a English statement, right? But we should be able to understand stuff, right? Here if you see, it has given some errors and all, and it has given a summary as well that what it has happened. So hope you like it, and I will check in this code, and let me also show you a difference which will help you in remembering it easily as well, right? So you can understand this analogy, just like your parents just give you advice, right? Your friends can help you in some of your tasks, right? And elders also just give you advice, but friends can help you achieve it, right? So that is edit mode. But agent mode is like that super intelligent pencil that whatever you write, it will do the task. Yeah, but we can write better prompts. There is a video on my channel, you can check to write better prompts as well, right? And then what is an AI agent? AI agent is something, right, which can act on its environment. If you see that in our case, it was able to act, and it would be able to reason, like it was able to find out, okay, so what happens is if there are any errors, it will try alternate methods. It will give you reason that, okay, since maybe Playwright was not installed, so that's why test got failed, right? It is able to perceive your system and it can make autonomous decisions, right? So it tried to navigate to various paths to complete the goal that we have given, right? We gave the goal to write a Playwright program, and it has divided into first install dependencies, right? Write test, right? Create various videos and screenshots, whatever, right? So that's how AI agents are super useful, as they can do stuff independently, right? And we were able to create it, and let me finally show you that, okay, we have created this, and I'll just create a commit message also. So there is a button here, right? I can even create a commit message of what it has done, right? So that is done, and now I will also push this code so that you can check it on my GitHub, and do give it a try and let me know how you like it. And this is my website, gauravkhurana.in, and you can connect on YouTube and LinkedIn as well. Thank you so much for watching.